if you listen right now, this weekend we're going to have all kinds of aircraft here over Indiana, and you'll hear the sound of the engines. Now listen to this. This is the sound of Manfred Radius's. See, that's a glider. There is no engine. Nathaniel Arthurs in the studio with us.
I like that, Todd. That was
Manfred
great.
is going to be on the telephone with us in just a second. Nathaniel, getting set for the big air show this weekend.
Getting set, and I'd like to get up and do the happy, the air show dance, but we're not live on what is that? Facebook, I guess.
We're not Facebook Living this morning.
So that's good. We'll spare all you guys of that. But I want to thank the Indiana County Center for Economic Operations and its affiliates, our silver sponsors, Emeritus Financial Services, Purvis Brothers, Rischini Insurance, and thanks to all of our volunteers and many other sponsors. You got to check them out on our Facebook. We have a lot of people, a lot of friends of the airport, a lot of people just kicking in, and we really appreciate everybody that has been helping to make this a success. You can check us out on JimmyStewartAirport.com. All the ticket sales right now you can get at the Indiana County Tourist Bureau, 700 Shop downtown, Luxembourg's, Indiana Giant Eagle, and also you could buy them online. And don't forget about the Hangar Dance where we honor 4 of our veterans. That's Saturday night. That's a separate thing, but you could buy the tickets for that online or at the airport. So, all right, Todd, I appreciate you giving me that little plug there.
All right.
We're ready to roll.
That's terrific stuff. Well, this guy, I hope, is ready to roll and to fly and to glide and do all of the things that he does. Manfred Radius is on the telephone with us. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's good to talk with you. You're bringing your glider here to Indiana to the air show, and I was teasing earlier. I said, I don't know how you get the thing here. You sort of hook up in the sky and just glide to the next place and have somebody come up and hook on and pull you a little bit further. But I know that you don't do it that way, but it sounds like a fun way to travel.
Yes. Well, the glider's in a trailer right now. It's disassembled. And I'm now in the town of London, Ontario, Canada. And I will be leaving here, after breakfast for Pennsylvania. However, I'm not going directly to the Jimmy Stewart Airport. I'm going today first to a very famous glider port in Pennsylvania. It's a ridge soaring glider port, which is located near the town of State College.
Mm-hmm.
Ridge soaring is world famous. People come from all over the world to do long distance flying from there. Many people have done 1,000-kilometer flights from the ridge soaring glider port. Wow. And that's where I'm going later today.
Yeah, my mother actually took a glider ride there at that place near State College as well. She said it was one of the great experiences of her life. Manfred, explain to us what you feel when you're in the glider and you're just riding the winds.
Well, it depends exactly what you're doing in a glider. Now, the sport of flying sailplanes is called soaring. So the glider pilot is using rising air currents and can stay up for hours, all day long, under the right weather conditions. Now, my longest flight was 8 hours and 45 minutes, and that was actually, I took off and landed at the ridge soaring glider port in Pennsylvania, know. Mm-hmm. Now, at air shows, however, I'm not doing any soaring. I don't need rising air currents. I get towed to altitude, to 4,500 feet above ground. From that point on, I fly aerobatic maneuvers, and I'm coming down actually quite quickly, flying loops, rolls, Cuban 8s, tail slides, all kind of aerobatic maneuvers.
Oh, man, this is going to be something else. Nathaniel, of course, you've been able to see Manfred in action before, haven't you?
Oh, yes. You can check him out on YouTube as well, but he's amazing. I mean, he's world known. Lots of awards. If you check him out on radiusairshows.com, you can read a little bit about his biography. I'm really impressed by him. We're excited to have you two come, Manfred. We're really excited for you.
I'm happy to be invited. And before I forget it, that ridge soaring glider port is actually for sale. You can buy it. If I had the money, I would buy it because that place is a gem. It is a very important glider port for sale.
Well, Manfred, I want to let you know you inspired 3 people to get their pilot or their glider certification. We actually have a guy just got certified to tow gliders at the airport, and we have a gentleman right now looking for a 2-seater glider for sale. So if you happen to know anything like that, but we're really excited just by you coming here. You inspired some people locally, so you will be seeing that in the future here at Indiana Jimmy Stewart Airport as well.
So what do you have out in the garage, Manfred? Do you have a couple of old ones out in the garage you want to sell?
No, nothing. Sorry.
Manfred's used glider sails. There you go. The sailplane, it's actually a sport that you practically invented, didn't you?
No, I did not. No, but I started when I was 17 years old in Hamburg, Germany. I grew up in a suburb of Hamburg, Germany. And I took a ride, when I was 17 years old. And it was actually a lady pilot. And it was a very short flight. However, it was good enough. I joined the club. And that was in 1961.
Wow.
So I have been a long time in the sport. And I enjoyed that ride so much. And by the way, the sport of flying sailplanes is called soaring. And the head organization in the United States for the sport of soaring is the Soaring Society of America. If you Google the word soaring, you will find the website of the Soaring Society of America. And on the right side of the homepage, it says where to fly. If you click there, you get a map of the United States with all the states, and you can find every gliding operation in the United States. And you can find out where you can take a ride in a glider and where you even can take lessons to become a glider pilot. So that is a website of the Soaring Society of America.
Now, describe the sailplane that you're bringing here. I'm assuming the technology hasn't changed all that much, and yet the materials must have down through the years. What is this sailplane that you're bringing? What's it like?
Well, the type is an H101 Salto. Salto is spelled S-A-L-T-O, which means somersault. And it was designed and built by a lady in Germany. And that glider is not a late model glider. However, in my opinion, it was 25 years ahead of its time. It was so well designed. Now, the technology since, however, has evolved because when my glider was built, carbon fiber was not known yet. Yeah. So my glider is made of fiberglass and epoxy resin. But now they're also using for some high-performance gliders, in addition to fiberglass, they're using carbon fiber and Kevlar. And the advantage of carbon fiber is it is lighter and stronger.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Is there one type of glider that is more maneuverable for what you do, your aerobatics, than others? Yes. Most gliders are not designed for aerobatics because the sport of soaring normally does not involve aerobatics. Now, there's some glider types that are semi-aerobatics. You can do a limited number of maneuvers with those gliders, but my glider is fully aerobatic. And being fully aerobatic means I can do outside negative maneuvers. So the normal loop is an inside loop where I'm exposed to positive G, so I get pressed into my seat. Mm-hmm. But I can do with my glider outside loops where actually the load goes negative in the opposite direction. The loads want to push me out of the glider, and it's my shoulder straps that hold me into the glider, So I can do negative maneuvers with that glider. Also tail slides, where I go up into a vertical climb, the glider comes to a stop, and it starts falling backwards, tail first. I can do that, and I can do snap rolls with my glider. So I can do things with my glider you cannot do with most other gliders. I can't even picture an outside loop, but I guess we'll get the chance to see it this weekend. Nathaniel, this sounds like it's going to be so much fun.
It's amazing. It's just impressive to watch this man do what he does. And one of the things I was looking on your biography here, you were at 35,000 feet over the Rocky Mountains in this same glider? No, it was a different glider. It was a glider I rented at a commercial operation there. Okay. What is the world record for gliding right now? Do you know that? Well, actually, I have a list here right now. Oh. Yes, I'm prepared. Now, there is a pilot who flew once on a short course, a triangular course, of 100 kilometers only, which is maybe 35 miles. But he flew an average speed of 179 miles an hour. Jeez. Okay, imagine 79 miles an hour over distance of 100 kilometer triangular course. Now, there is a German pilot. His name is Klaus Ohlmann. He specializes in world records. He has most of the world records. That's what he's doing, Mm. Now, he flew once a distance, and believe it or not, 3,000 kilometers. Now, exactly 3,009 kilometers. That is a distance of 1,869 miles in one flight. One flight, 1,869 miles. I bet you got pretty good gas mileage on that, too, huh? I'm guessing his flight was on time, too. Yeah. Now, there are also high-altitude records. So many years ago, Paul Bickle flew over, I think, 50,000 feet,
But now they're having a project going. It's called Perlin Project. They want to reach 90,000 feet in a glider, and they want to do that in the polar vortex, above the stratosphere. And they have reached already, I can't remember now, I forgot what it is, but over 50,000 feet. They may have flown already 60 or 70,000 feet in a glider. I'm not sure exactly, Wow.
Manfred is coming here to Indiana to the Jimmy Stewart Air Show this weekend, and folks can get a chance to meet him. How many air shows do you do in a year, Manfred?
Well, it varies. Actually, I had originally booked 11 shows for this year. Now, one show unfortunately canceled, so I still have 10 shows. I performed already on one in April, and that is Sun and Fun in Lakeland, Florida. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be my second show this season. My next one is in July in Geneseo, New York. And then I have 2 in British Columbia, Canada. So that's going to be a long drive all the way to the west, British Columbia. And then I have a couple in Quebec, Canada, and one in Nova Scotia, And my last show actually is in October in Culpeper, Virginia. My last show of the season.
It's just me thinking this, but you obviously have the answer to this. When you go to different regions of the world and you fly, is it different based upon where you are, ocean currents versus inland currents and things of that nature?
That is true. A location very close to the ocean is not that good for soaring because you have the sea breeze coming into the land, and that kills the development of thermals. Now, a thermal is a column of rising air. That is what glider pilots use to climb to higher altitudes and fly around. Mm-hmm. Now, it's too close to the shore of a large body of water is not good. But further inland, it can be very good. So the location makes a difference. Yeah. For instance, the Ridge Soaring Glider Port, near State College, it's a very, very good location because you have the ridge there, the Allegheny Mountains. Mm-hmm. So the day after a cold front has passed through, you usually have northwesterly winds. And if that wind is strong enough, it blows against the ridge, gets deflected upwards, and you have ridge lift, and you can fly for hours, along the ridge. And that is where I did my personal longest flight, right from there, from ridge soaring, a distance of 500 kilometers. It was an out and return flight, which is about 345 miles an hour or something like it. So I landed back at ridge soaring. But also, in that area, you have also thermal activity, which is column of rising air, and wave. Now, under certain conditions where there are hills or mountains, you have wave. And the air moves in a wave movement, and that is where you can reach the highest altitude. So when I had my 35,000-foot flight, that was in the mountain wave, but that was in Colorado Springs, near Colorado Springs.
Yeah, boy, this is going to be so much fun this weekend. We're out of time. We need to get to the Sports Minute here, but Manfred, we look forward to seeing you this weekend here in Indiana.
All right, and I look forward to perform and entertain the crowds with my sailplane.
Oh, we really are going to enjoy this. Thanks so much. Have a great day today.
Hey, thanks,
Thank
Manfred.
You, sir. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
There goes Manfred, and here comes Manfred at the same time.
At the same time, exactly.
Terrific stuff.
JimmyStewartAirport.com. Get your tickets.
There you go. There you go. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.